Imagine walking into a kitchen corridor where every detail whispers both heritage and contemporary style. The walnut cabinetry stretches along the walls with such grace, their midtones playing beautifully against marble counters kissed with subtle patterns. Vintage brass fixtures add little jewels of character throughout, while floating shelves display treasured ceramics that might have been grandmother's. Soft floral backsplash tiles bring gentle color without overwhelming. And that faded runner beneath your feet ties everything together. This space simply embraces you with its thoughtful blend of old and new charm. Step into a kitchen where chocolate-rich walnut cabinets create an inviting embrace along both walls. Under-cabinet lighting casts the loveliest glow across pristine work surfaces, while subway tiles in soft gray reflect daylight filtering through sheer curtains. Those brass handles punctuating the cabinetry add just enough sparkle, and the farmhouse sink with its graceful faucet becomes a focal point of understated elegance. A slender runner softens your steps and vintage. Touches on open shelves remind you this space honors both efficiency and timeless beauty in equal measure. There's something magical about how afternoon light transforms this galley kitchen into pure enchantment. Walnut cabinets with their satin finish line up beautifully, paired with beige countertops that seem to glow from within. Classic white beveled tiles climb partway up, meeting soft paint above, while milk glass pendant lights dangle like luminous pearls casting warmth downward. Aged brass hardware adds vintage personality, and that apron front sink anchors the design with farmhouse appeal. The geometric runner and potted herbs bring life and gentle color, making everything feel wonderfully complete and welcoming. This streamlined kitchen corridor showcases how minimalism and warmth can dance together beautifully. Rich walnut flat fronts with integrated handles create clean lines that never feel cold, thanks to their deep natural tones warmed by thoughtful lighting. Pale quartz provides the perfect contrast, while hexagonal tiles and muted sage add vintage texture without fuss. Brass fixtures gleam just enough to add interest, and those open shelves displaying vintage glassware tell stories of gatherings past. The jute runner softens everything underfoot, proving that modern efficiency and timeless comfort make wonderful companions. Morning light has never looked prettier than when it fills this cozy galley kitchen with its gentle glow. Walnut cabinetry and matte natural finish meets marble counters veined like delicate brushstrokes, creating a backdrop that feels both luxurious and approachable. The apron-front sink beneath its window dressed in café curtains becomes a charming focal point, while ivory subway tiles climb the walls with classic grace. Brass and glass pendants hang like elegant jewelry. And that narrow floral runner anchors polished floors. Vintage ceramics and copper pots on open shelves complete this inviting sanctuary. Here's a kitchen where walnut warmth takes center stage in the most elegant way. Rich grain patterns and smooth surfaces catch soft recessed lighting, making creamy quartz countertops practically luminous. Small white tiles with dark grout create vintage texture that adds character without competing for attention, while brass pulls and that gooseneck faucet gleam quietly. A floating shelf displays treasured pieces like small works of art, and antique teacups catch the eye. The runner in soft neutrals unifies polished floors with cabinetry above, creating harmony that feels both intentional and effortless throughout. Soft light transforms this narrow kitchen into something genuinely special, where sleek design meets nostalgic warmth. Chocolate-toned walnut cabinets with push-to-open convenience line both walls, their richness deepened by under-cabinet glow highlighting creamy surfaces. Elongated subway tiles and muted taupe bring vintage texture, while aged brass and matching shelving display treasured stoneware and copper pieces. The polished floor reflects pendant light overhead, and that woven runner adds natural fiber softness underfoot. Everything here speaks to blending modern efficiency with timeless elegance in ways that simply work beautifully together. This elegant corridor kitchen stretches beautifully in morning's gentle embrace, where walnut flat panels with warm undertones create clean lines paired with pale gray quartz that reflects light like magic. Classic subway tiles climb halfway before meeting cream paint, while open shelving holds delicate porcelain treasures. Brass cabinet pulls and that graceful farmhouse sink add period charm without trying too hard, and pendant lights cast their vintage-inspired glow. Downward, the floral-patterned runner anchors honey-toned floors, creating a serene atmosphere that welcomes you in and makes you want to linger over morning coffee. Walnut cabinetry with smooth satin finish creates such inviting warmth throughout this galley space, illuminated by recessed lighting and natural daylight filtering through simple linen drapes. Creamy marble counters with subtle veining provide understated luxury that never feels stuffy, while hexagonal tiles in soft whites and grays add charming vintage texture. Aged brass hardware punctuates the design like little exclamation points of style, and floating shelves display antique jars and copper measuring cups with pride. That woven runner in muted earth tones softens polished hardwood, completing an aesthetic that simply feels right and timeless. Ambient light bathes this modern vintage kitchen in the softest glow, where walnut cabinets with minimalist profiles create a sleek corridor that somehow still feels incredibly warm. Their chocolate hues contrast beautifully with pale quartz and delicate floral tiles and muted pastels that add gentle color. Vintage brass pendants dangle overhead casting golden light, while matching shelves hold heirloom glassware and ceramic treasures. That apron front sink with aged fixtures sits beneath a window dressed in sheers, and the narrow runner in soft blues and creams anchors oak floors, blending modern restraint with nostalgic charm effortlessly. Gentle daylight unfolds this inviting kitchen where rich walnut flat panels with natural grain create such warmth along one wall, beautifully complemented by creamy marble and classic beveled subway tiles. Vintage-style pendants with milk glass shades create soft light pools that make everything feel welcoming, while brass pulls and that gooseneck faucet add just the right period details. Open shelves display antique pitchers and copper canisters like small treasures, and the slender runner in faded geometric patterns softens polished floors beneath. This space proves that balancing modern efficiency with timeless elegance creates something truly special and enduring. Warm walnut with matte finish defines this streamlined corridor where rich undertones glow under LED lighting illuminating pale quartz and elongated subway tiles in soft taupe. Brass hardware gleams subtly against wood grain, while that farmhouse sink with aged fixtures sits beneath a window with simple curtains allowing gentle daylight through. The narrow floral runner anchors honey-toned floors, and open shelving holds vintage glassware and stoneware that adds personality and charm. Everything here harmonizes beautifully, showing how modern lines and nostalgic details can create a kitchen that feels both efficient and wonderfully timeless. Soft morning light fills this narrow corridor where sleek walnut cabinets with integrated handles line both walls. Their deep chocolate tones warmed by recessed lighting and frosted window glow from the far end. Creamy marble counters with delicate veining provide luminous work surfaces that seem to glow from within, while hexagonal tiles in soft sage and cream add vintage texture. Brass fixtures and open walnut shelving display antique bowls and glass jars, and that runner in natural fibers softens polished oak floors. The result is a serene, timeless atmosphere that welcomes you home. This elegant corridor stretches beautifully in diffused light where mid-tone walnut cabinetry with clean horizontal lines meets pale gray quartz and delicate vintage-inspired subway tiles. Vintage brass pendants with Edison bulbs hang overhead creating warm ambience, while aged brass pulls and that gooseneck faucet add nostalgic charm without feeling contrived. Open floating shelves hold heirloom porcelain and copper canisters like small museum pieces, and the slender runner in soft pastels anchors polished hardwood beneath. Everything blends modern efficiency with classic elegance in ways that feel both intentional and wonderfully effortless throughout this inviting space. Warm walnut with natural grain and satin finish lines this modern vintage corridor, rich tones highlighted by ambient lighting and gentle daylight filtering through sheer linen curtains that dance softly. Creamy marble counters with subtle veining provide luxurious backdrop that never feels pretentious, while classic white beveled tiles add timeless texture. Brass hardware punctuates cabinets like little style accents, and that apron front sink with aged fixtures sits beneath. A window perfectly framed. The narrow runner in faded florals softens honey-toned floors, creating a cozy yet refined space that simply embraces you warmly every time. Soft overhead lighting bathes this streamlined corridor where walnut flat panels with minimalist profiles create sleek lines, their warm chocolate hues contrasting beautifully with pale quartz and elongated subway tiles in soft taupe. Vintage brass pendants hang at intervals casting golden light pools that make everything glow, while open shelving and matching walnut displays antique glassware and ceramic pitchers. That slender farmhouse sink with graceful faucet sits beneath. A frosted window and the woven runner in muted earth tones anchors polished oak floors. Modern restraint meets nostalgic warmth in the most delightful way here. Gentle daylight unfolds this inviting corridor where rich walnut with smooth surfaces and integrated handles lines both walls, warm undertones complemented by creamy marble and delicate floral motif tiles in subtle grays and blush. Aged brass pulls and fixtures add period charm that feels authentic and lived in, while vintage-style pendants with milk glass shades cast soft light overhead. Open floating shelves hold heirloom bowls and copper canisters like treasured family pieces, and that narrow runner in soft blues and creams softens polished hardwood. Everything harmonizes beautifully, blending modern efficiency with timeless elegance throughout. Warm walnut with natural matte finish defines this cozy corridor where rich grain glows under lighting, illuminating pale quartz and hexagonal tiles in muted sage and cream. Brass hardware gleams subtly throughout, while that farmhouse sink with gooseneck faucet sits beneath a window dressed in simple café curtains, allowing gentle daylight to filter through beautifully. The slender runner in faded geometric patterns anchors honey-toned floors and open shelving displays. Vintage glassware and stoneware that adds character and warmth. This space balances modern lines with nostalgic details in ways that feel completely natural and wonderfully inviting. Soft diffused light fills this narrow corridor where sleek walnut cabinets with flat fronts and minimalist brass pulls line one wall, deep chocolate tones warmed by recessed lighting and frosted window glow from the corridor end. Creamy marble counters with delicate veining provide luminous surfaces that catch light beautifully, while classic white subway tiles add timeless charm. Vintage brass pendants hang overhead, casting warm light pools, and open walnut shelving holds. Antique jars and copper pots. That woven runner in natural fibers softens polished oak floors, creating a serene and elegant atmosphere that simply feels right. There you have it, 20 beautiful ways to bring modern vintage charm into your galley kitchen with warm walnut and soft lighting that makes everything glow. Whether you love those brass fixtures, the creamy countertops, or those nostalgic subway tiles, each design shows how classic elegance and contemporary style create something magical together. If this inspired you, we'd absolutely love to see that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our next design journey. Drop a comment telling us your favorite detail. We read every single one. Hey there, welcome to Kitchenesia. We're so glad you stopped by today. If you've ever dreamed of creating a kitchen that feels like a warm hug mixed with timeless style, you're in exactly the right place. We're diving into something truly special, the Julianne Moore-inspired modern vintage galley kitchen featuring gorgeous walnut tones and the softest lighting you can imagine. Get cozy, grab your favorite drink, and let's explore 20 stunning design visions that'll transform how you think about your kitchen space. Picture a galley kitchen where walnut warmth meets vintage elegance in the most delightful way. Morning sunlight spills across honey-toned cabinets, their natural grain telling stories of craftsmanship while creamy quartz surfaces glow softly beneath brass details that catch the light just right. Subway tiles climb the walls with timeless charm, and a woven runner underfoot adds that perfect touch of homey comfort. It feels like stepping into a place where modern convenience shakes hands with nostalgic beauty, creating something truly special and inviting.